Thank you, Mrs. Ironmonger. A biblical work ethic is one of the most difficult rules to obtain, but also one of the most important. American culture seems to discourage diligently working at home and school. Noah Webster's 1828 dictionary defines work as to obtain by diligence. To some students, accomplishing something with effort can seem exciting. Most of the time, American culture promotes adventure or excitement for children. So why discourage work? Parents are giving their children easy ways to obtain what they want. Christians can value laziness by not learning from the past mistakes of other countries, disregarding the benefits of hard work, and losing sight of God's work ethic. History shows when the government provides for its people and does not require them to work, there will always be negative consequences. If humans look back in history, they can see many different empires and countries where food and money were given out, and the result was collapsed economies. During the time of the Roman Empire, Caesar Aurelian took out what little of the people's work ethic remained and handed out food, money, and free entertainment. This led to the crash of Rome's economy and the people's need to work again. John Smith had put a rule in place in Jamestown that said, if you don't work, you don't eat, due to a failed attempt at a community barn. History shows that humans would do the minimum amount of work to scrape by. In ancient Greece and Rome, they despised manual labor and tried to impose it on servants and slaves. People can see the lack of the Protestant work ethic in America today, and people who don't want to work lying about being disabled to receive help from the government. If Christians don't learn from past mistakes, it will result in horrible consequences. Why do Christians not want to work as hard as they can, instead choosing to do the least amount of work to get by? Christ followers don't naturally have a great work ethic. They have to train themselves to work to the best of their abilities. Hard work is beginning to leave the world partially because YouTube and social media offer an easier way to make money, even though young creators barely make profit. Noah Webster defines hard as difficult of accomplishment, not easy to be done or executed, a hard task, a disease, hard to cure. Even though many may think they can get out of having a hard work ethic now, due to living in modern society, they will always need to work. What are God's expectations for how Christians should work? 1 Corinthians 1:31 states it best. So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do all to the glory of God. God calls people to work, which in turn glorifies Him. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. God holds all humans to high standards, so they should work as hard as they can, not only to eat or survive, but to bring God glory. Students can exalt God by putting as much effort forward as possible during school. God wants a student's best effort, not perfection. Christians mean little Christ. If Christians are meant to be like Christ, they should have a work ethic like Him. If Christians are meant to follow Jesus' work ethic, they cannot be obsessed with what the world says, but with what God says. God is telling Christians in Matthew 6:19-21 to take what they earn and not worship it, but use it to further expand His kingdom here on earth. God expects Christians to follow His work ethic to the best of their abilities. Work is a huge part of everyone's lives, not only because it's how they make their money, but also because it's how they meet friends and learn new skills. Our first jobs often make an outsized impression, whether we shovel snow, deliver papers, or watch neighborhood children. Even God did work when He created the earth, as recorded in Genesis 1:1-31. God gave humans the ability to work, and they should use the gift He has given. Many Christians have overlooked the past mistakes of previous nations, abandoned the pros of hard work, and forgotten God's work ethic. Work is a gift given by God to be used, not neglected. Thank you.